you don't always see the horror films that come out. I'm more the horror guy, but
Yeah.
you did see Clown in a
And
Cornfield.
on your recommendation, let's
Yes, it is. It
69.
comes from director Eli Craig, who we're interviewing later today. And I would not have him on the show if I didn't love this movie. It is a classic 80s, 90s horror film with a simple the look, clowns are scary. If the Joker, one of the greatest movie and pop culture villains ever, has taught us, clowns are scary. And so this plays on that. I love the opening of the movie. The opening of the movie is inspired very directly by Jaws. A young woman runs into a cornfield as she's tearing her clothes off. A guy kind of chases after her, excited, until she encounters a clown in a cornfield where she's taken care of. Let's say that. I won't spoil it. Cut 2 years later, the movie cut 2 years later, and the new kid in town moves to a small town. The lead character being Katie Douglas plays Quinn. Her and her dad move to this small town, and she's the new kid, makes friends kind of in a sort of apprehensive way, finds a guy she kind of likes, and hangs out with a high school friends. And it was like, as I'm watching like the movie going, I'm going like, I haven't just seen a simple, oh my God, like teens, and they want to have, there's talk of sex, and they're drinking. They're acting like normal teens used to do in movies, like a very simple. You meet the parents of some of these kids, and they're a-holes. Let's just say that. Obviously, we will not reveal where things are, where things go, and whatnot. It's all about who is behind the mask of the clown in a cornfield, which escalates to clowns in a cornfield as people are offed one by one. I don't want to get into the motivations. It's very clever. I just had a good time. Even there is a reveal that some people might say is kind of woke. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was like mocking.
It was handled better than most I've seen.
Yeah, it was handled really well. It sort of had its cake and eat it too. And it's really about generational rivalry. Let's say that. Like with the whole thing where okay boomer, that it's a little bit of that. I just had a blast. Creative kills. Clowns are awful. And you got to see, teens, some of them meet an end. What do you think of Clowns?
Yeah, well, let me address that for a second. What it is that this takes place in the 90s. It's a very older generation town. There are things in this town that could have helped the teens escape, but because they didn't know how to use it, that ultimately caused their demise. For example, a rotary phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
well, no, it takes place present. It begins in the 90s.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's right. You're right. Let's see. Okay, so I don't see horror films. I probably would not have seen this if not for your recommendation. And your recommendation was a major spoiler. So I'll say this. You go see it, you'll have fun. There is a huge spoiler in the middle of it that makes it worthwhile. I'll just go that way. Or turn of events.
I'll
leave it
the
just
dial phone thing that you brought up is great because
Yeah.
it starts in the 90s, comes to present, and then it's like it shows how kids we're like, they know tech better than the boomers, but they don't know old tech. They don't know how to use a rotary phone.
Because there's that over reliance on tech that teens and young people have today that ultimately could do them in if those tech things go away, if cellular towers go out of whack. How do you survive now if you can't call someone or you can't track them on your phone? But yeah, I like this. Like I said, The gore in this movie, it is a gory movie, but it's nowhere near the gore of Fight or Flight, but enough. It's, and as you say, it's a fairly standard slasher film. And I think what I like about this is the fact that it is somewhat of an indie film, put out by Shudder, or on Shudder right now. And it's
No, it's
I
in
would say
theaters.
if
It's in
you've ever
theaters.
watched stuff on
Theaters
Shudder,
are packed.
what? Okay. If you
Theaters
ever
are
watch
packed.
stuff on Shudder, you know, it's a mixed bag of production values. This one is pretty on the high level of production value. I
Yeah, it is.
appreciate that. And also a big fan of Will Sasso. And that was another reason I wanted to see this movie, just to see him. But yeah, recommendation. It's just a good old slasher movie.
It's yes, good old like an ode to classic horror films of the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's
And-
go to
Yeah.
go
Oh,
ahead.
and again, let me mention your female character. If she's cute, that really helps your movie. I'll just say it.
Yes. Well, I was surprised the people
Mhm.
they killed off.
Yeah.
There is just because you're a certain, let's say, just because you're a certain type of character
Mhm.
doesn't mean you're gonna live.
Yeah.
You're
And not only that,
this
the
movie,
order.
This movie doesn't protect the people you would think.
Yeah, and it's also the order in which they are killed too.
Oh
it's
my
like, ooh,
God,
you know,
I-
because you expect this person to go at that
No,
point. And, yeah.
Don't say it, but man,
I know.
I had a blast.